This topic is all about why differentiate instruction. So according to Tomlinson, differentiate instruction, it is a teacher's response to the student's varying needs, interests, and learning styles. It requires a systematic approach to planning curriculum and instruction for academically diverse learners. It is a way of thinking about the classroom with the dual goals of honoring each student's learning needs and maximizing students' learning capacity. All learners are unique, and they have varying interests, talents, strengths, and needs. So that means that each one of them brings different gifts and challenges. So as a trainee or a future educator, there is the need to recognize their differences. And when the time comes, we are going to be using our professionalism to flexibly respond to any given challenges. Teaching and learning experiences need to be designed in a way that provide opportunities for students to learn and demonstrate their understanding in varied ways. Thus, differentiating instruction helps ensure that learners are engaged in respectful tasks and provide their needs simultaneously. Therefore, a teacher should be responsible in every way possible, especially in students' needs, because it is the beginning of how to start to look and differentiate. And that is why that gives us the idea or a supporting structure to begin to understand why and how we differentiate. How is instruction differentiated? According to Bender, elements of curriculum can be differentiated into four. We have the content, the learning environment, the process, and the product in response to the student's characteristics or their interests, readiness, and as well as learning profile. So every students have different level of coping mechanisms. The area of interests, their learning styles, it would be interpersonal or intrapersonal and such. So once we identify their differences with the use of the assessments, it will serve as a guide to help us plan differentiation in our lessons. So to start with, we have the content. So what is in the content? It is the information and ideas students grapple with to reach their learning goals. So if we vary our content to our instruction, we have to come up to a result where everybody would be able to comprehend on what we want them to know by presenting the instructions on different levels to those with different learning styles. We could provide materials and ask to create an original project or to write to discover what they know to synthesize learning. So next is the learning environment. So we can vary to the environment of the classroom by flexible seating to allow them to choose and learn in their most comfortable place. And also by dividing the class on different configurations. It would be in pairs or in groups. Divide that way, they can acquire different skills, collaborations, and as well as independence. The third is the process. So here, it is how students take in and make sense of the content. So we are looking at how the students are completing their tasks. Some can start easily and fast, some cannot. That is why we provide options or we allow them to manipulate different ways on how they will be able to present and to finish the tasks that are given to them. And lastly is the product. So here, it is how students show understand, and can do. So there is this what we call the inquiry-based learning, wherein they're not just receiving but participating in the construction of their learning by allowing them to choose multiple pathways on how they will complete the said criteria, giving them the ownership in their own learning. To add to the whole idea, differentiated instruction is student-centered, meaning learners need an active role of making and evaluating decisions by sharing responsibilities. And in addition to that, it is also rooted in assessment because students are assessed before, during, and after to better understand the student and their needs. So that's it for today's report. Thank you.